Please welcome Enrico. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you. I will share my view on how I think we in HR, and I say we because I'm not here to teach, I'm here to share and look forward also to discussion afterwards. I'm part of the community and part of the journey. So how we in HR are responding to new work, or as we said before, the future of work. And with that, I refer to the mega trend that is transforming the workplace, stimulated by changes in IT, economy, society that result in changes for the individual. Different needs, different motivations, different behavior people bring to the workplace. And that then for us in HR results in the question, how do we organize work and what do we need to change? And I want to give 3 answers on that question, how HR is responding to the future of work. Some of the answers you might like, or some of you might like, others you might not like, we'll see. And I will illustrate that with a picture. So my first answer on the question, how is HR responding to the future of work, is good. And I say good because we understand that this is the old world, and what do you say, we have, mobile is not so far away, but this clumsy need to be, no, we understand this is the old world, and there's a new world here. And we are in between doing this shift. But we are somehow still stuck here. This is the old world. These are our old HR processes and our old HR technology. This is the performance management we still run as a yearly cycle with mid-year review and then end-year review, although we know that the actual business is lagging behind what actually is happening in business. This is the old job description we have still on the shelf and we put out and reuse again and again, even if the skills in the organization is changing. And by the way, then we are surprised that we attract always the same profile and the workforce is not getting more diverse. Right? These are the papers we still send around through the organization. Print, send around, collect signatures, take it back, archive it. And it takes probably 1 week, and then people don't send it back, and HR has to go afterwards again, because we don't even know where the paper is. But yeah. So this is the old world, and we know somehow there's a new world. But we're not fully emerging. We look at that, and then we tweak the old processes. And then we think we're digital, and we think we're edgy. So we put females into hiring councils, but we don't really address the root cause why we don't get more female applicants. That is our objective. We put the documents into PDF and send it to people so you can print it out and sign it and scan it and send it back. And we believe we are digital. We create apps to ask the people, you mentioned people survey, we create apps so we can ask people more often the same question instead of asking the right question. And we believe we are digital. So what we then actually do is we look the old process with this and we pretend to have arrived in the modern world and we found a response to future of work. In best case, we already, let me just fix this, we already take the picture with this one, but we don't fully leverage the technology. We just take the picture, and to stay in the picture I'm using, we are not aware what we can do. We can beautify, which is good for me. I can change, I can use funny apps to send and then send it around. We're not leveraging the technology. So that's why the second answer is, we are not good. And the reason also is, and you mentioned it before, we tend to think linear. That's why we go from here to here and think we have made a big step. Why we think linear and see this always as a great progression, while the change around us is happening exponential. If we would think, and that's why I'm saying the third answer is we are not good enough, then we would start thinking, how do we get from here to here? What is the role of virtual reality, augmented reality in the future processes of HR? It's not so far away as you think. If we then really embark into the journey, then we don't send around paper anymore. Then we have electronic signature. Then the employee does not have to wait until Enrico is coming back to the office tomorrow morning. If I have a contract here, I can sign it on the mobile, and the person is getting the contract the same minute in the inbox. And that has a lot to do with what I said before. We don't treat employees and managers like consumers, but actually they are. They are consumers of HR services and applications and processes. And we forget that the benchmark of the individual is not how HR was working 5 years ago or in the other company they've been before, but the benchmark is what they experience every day. And we all have that experience every day. It takes 3 clicks to buy a book. If you need a bank loan, you can have it in less 1 hour, including identification with Skype or FaceTime, whatever. My 10-year-old son, when he's playing FIFA on PlayStation, he has more analytics about the players than many HR directors. So when this generation comes to the workplace, they will not accept that they are lagging behind. And people say, yeah, probably when we merge these 2 Excels, then we can have a rough, no. Yeah? So, and that's why I'm saying once we start considering that we are actually delivering to consumers, and we take that thought serious, it will change the way HR is working forever. And to not let you go, I don't have a t-shirt, but not let you go with empty hands. If you scan the QR code, you will see one example, how it can look like. If you embark on the journey, take the ambition to have employee experience serious. It's an example of virtual reality that we integrated in Switzerland in the onboarding process. So new hires get not a fancy one like this, simple version with the cardboard, and they can basically start months before they actually come to the office with a virtual tour. They can see, they can learn, and they can, what is most important, emotionally start getting engaged with the future employer. Thank you very much.